All right, Dan Graziano from ESPN is here at Vikings camp. And Dan, you picked the worst day of camp to come to just because it's so hot outside. It is. I mean, on the field-wise, we're great. Yeah. But for us out here, it's pretty hot. But in this time of the year, you say, okay, it's going to get cold in about October, so we'll take it.
You'll enjoy it, yeah. And everywhere you go in training camp, it's going to be hot.
Right.
The only one I've been to ever is like the Cowboys are out in Oxnard in California, right on the water, and it's perfect. But otherwise, you get summer everywhere you go. So summer in Minnesota is not too bad.
Yeah, summers in Minnesota, especially summer nights, you can't get enough of them. But I want to talk about this Minnesota Vikings new regime. You talked to Kwesi earlier. You talked to Kevin earlier. Were there some things that stood out to you?
Just getting to know those guys, and I mean, very down to earth, very kind of easy to talk to. And I think a lot of the story around here has been sort of a change in kind of atmosphere from what was here before for so long, and it's good every now and then to get. It's no offense to anybody who was here. Good every now and then to get some sort of refreshing personalities in and change things up. So I'm interested to see how it translates onto the field.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all are. And I was telling you earlier, I feel like this whole time you've always been fair with the Vikings. We're a team that's just trying to figure it out, and hopefully this is the year we can get over the hump. But what interests you about this team this upcoming season?
I mean, Cousins to me is always very interesting. Like, I remember being there a couple of years ago in New Orleans when they won that playoff game, and nobody had him to win that playoff game, and that was a big moment for him, and obviously, they ran into a buzzsaw in San Francisco the next week. But, can he elevate beyond that, right? Because, I mean, he's got this. Like, I think about O'Connell and where he came from with the Rams, right? And they get Stafford. And Stafford's having a really, really nice career. And now he's doing, national AT&T commercials. Yeah. Like, can Cousins, at this point in his career, have a season where it goes beyond, like, that guy had a good career. Like, he was a really good player. But he never really got to the top. And I think that's the interesting thing to me. I mean, he's got the receivers. He's got the running back. I just feel like, one of these years with Cousins, we'll see if he can elevate beyond the perception, right or wrong, that he's a very, very, very good quarterback that hasn't been able to, hop over that hump.
I mean, hopping over that hump, I feel like Vikings fans are saying the same thing because, you see Kirk's record and you say, okay, like if he can just get one more game better, that will put us in that playoff and championship contention.
And maybe O'Connell, who he knows from Washington, maybe he's got a key to unlocking it. Maybe this is the year. So, yeah, I just feel like they're always a team that's kind of hanging around. Not that they're above a bad year every now and then. Who is? But I have colleagues at ESPN that say they can challenge the Packers for the division. And these are guys that dig in on film and have reason to believe this. And I don't know what's going to happen in Green Bay. I don't know who's going to catch the ball. One of these years, they're not going to win 13 games. But yeah, I mean, if things come together, it's one of the reasons I do the training camp trip. Is right. Like, I don't necessarily know from afar what to make of these teams, so I like to spend a couple days around them and get a feel for it.
You talk about Green Bay, and of course, we kind of stole a couple of their guys, Shandon Sullivan, and the most important name is Darius Smith. Do you think that is going to get our defense over that hump from last year where we were kind of behind bottom 5 in statistics in almost every category?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see, and a new coordinator, new scheme, so obviously a lot to learn. I mean, Zadarius Smith's been a high-level performer. Obviously, Danielle Hunter, a high-level performer. If you can get to the passer, if you have two guys that can get to the passer, it gives you a real leg up defensively. We know, we like the secondary pieces. Yeah, I think it has a chance. They've had good defenses here for a very long time. I know it kind of wasn't necessarily the same last year, but these are people here that have won a lot of games. The veterans and the new guys coming in are obviously guys to have high hopes for.
My last question for you: the Vikings will win the NFC North
if they can stay healthy on offense and O'Connell and Cousins click together in his first year here.
You heard it from the man himself, Dan Graziano. I'm going to let you get back out to practice. Appreciate your time today.